I'm Brian Merrock with Beta USA, and today we're going to go over how to remove, clean, and install a new air filter in your Beta. So if you've seen some of our other videos, one of the cool features about the Betas is that we have a quick access airbox that is toolless. So we're gonna go ahead and pop that off. I like to start at the bottom, get the bottom one released, then you go to the top and you just slide the cover off. So you just got done having a great day, great moto. Now we got a nice dirty air filter. We're gonna go ahead and pop that out of there, get it cleaned up and reinstalled in the bike. So the Betas have a quick access airbox as we've discussed, toolless removal of the air filter. So we're gonna go ahead and just push down on this locking tab. We're gonna grab the air filter cage that's sticking out there and we're gonna pull it towards us. And then we're gonna pop it out of the top tab as well. Give it a gentle tug down and it's gonna pop out. Now you wanna be careful when you're doing this because if you've had a really extensive moto or maybe just a really dusty one, you wanna try and keep any dirt or debris from falling down into the airbox. You can get to it and clean it out, but the less is in there, the easier it is. So we go ahead and remove the air filter and we're gonna inspect the airbox and make sure that we have no dirt or any debris in there. And then we're gonna go ahead, take that air filter outside, clean it, get it fresh, ready to install. So I went ahead and ripped up a couple of blue paper towels, shop towels, just to be prepared for this so we can wipe out any of the excess grease or any of the excess oil and debris that's in there. And you can use a contact cleaner, you can use a little bit of a spray lube or something like that. I just like to use a dry rag personally. Any of the grease that you get off of the lip, which we'll go over later why that's on there, you can use that to grab any dirt or anything that might have fallen into the actual air boot. So we're gonna go ahead and just wipe out any of that excess grease. And again, you can see it's all there on the rag. We're gonna go ahead and inspect the inside of the air boot here. This one's really nice and clean. I don't see any dirt or debris. Maybe you got a little smudge in there. Go ahead and use that paper towel and wipe away from the actual boot. You don't want to push dirt towards the throttle body or anything like that, so wipe away from it to get that dirt out of there safely. So once we've removed the air filter from the bike, it's still attached to the cage. We're going to go ahead and remove the air filter from the cage, and you'll notice the Beta's air filters are equipped with two little holes that attach onto the tabs. So if you pull in gently, you don't want to rip the filter. You're going to go ahead and remove those, and then you're going to go to one corner where one of the posts is, and you're going to gently pull the filter off of that and slide it off the rest of the frame, pull the cage out. Now that you got those separated, we'll come back to this cleaning before we install the new one. Let's go get this thing nice and clean and ready to go back in the bike. So what we do is we use a solvent that we like to soak the air filter in, and that's gonna break down all the oils on there and allow all the dirt and grime and dust and everything to come off of the filter. And then we're gonna go ahead and rinse it. So when we rinse them, we've just got our trusty bucket here, 5-gallon bucket, a little bit of water, Dawn dish soap mixed in there. And if you have access to hot water, that's the best way to do it. But for right now, we've just got a little bit of cold water out of the faucet. We're gonna go ahead and rinse this after we get it cleaned out in the solvent. So I like to let it soak in the solvent for 5 to 10 minutes. This stuff's pretty corrosive. You don't want to let it soak in there too long. You're just trying to break down the oils and get all the dirt and everything off of the filter so that it's really clean before we apply the new oil. So you want to make sure that this thing gets saturated completely with the solvent and that it's soaked in there really well so that it has a chance to break down all the oils in the filter all the way from the tip to the sealing surface. So that's been in there soaking for about 5 minutes now. We're gonna go ahead and pull it out. We're gonna wring it out. We're gonna try and get all of that solvent off of there and make sure that all the dirt and everything is broken down and ready to be rinsed in the bucket here. So we're just trying to squeeze out all the solvent here. You wanna be careful not to damage the filter. These things are just foam, so you can really get in there and squeeze it, but just try not to rip it, try not to fold it over itself too much. But you really wanna get all that solvent out of there and keep it in the bucket, keep it nice and clean. All right, so we got as much of that solvent off of there as we could, and I'm just going through and I'm inspecting the filter, making sure that there's no tears or rips anywhere along the sealing surface. You don't want anywhere for dirt to get through there, so it's really important to make sure that it's in good shape. Now you'll notice this one's got some stains on it. If you're like me, you're not buying a new filter every time you go ride, so don't be surprised if your filter has a little bit of discoloration. You just want to make sure that there's no dirt or sand or anything embedded in the foam there. So this thing's looking pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and move this bucket out of the way. We're gonna get the rinse one here going, and you're just gonna kind of wash this thing just by hand. You're just gonna dunk it in there, keep squeezing it out. And what you're really trying to do is get all that solvent out of there so that when you apply the new oil, it sticks to the filter and doesn't get broken down by any residual solvent. So I've dunked this thing and washed it a few times in the just water and soap combination here. And if we get a close up in here, you might notice a lot of the water is just really discolored, and you'll see some of that solvent just kind of floating on the top. You know, that's what you're trying to wash off of there. Now it's really important that these things air dry completely before you put any sort of new oil on them. So you're gonna wanna go ahead and wring this thing out, get all the water out of there as best you can, and we're gonna go ahead and set that aside. I like to let them sit overnight just so that you're really sure that they're nice and dry before you apply the new oil. All right, so if you're like me, you don't like cleaning air filters, it's best to do a bunch at the same time. So you've got one job, get them all knocked out, and you're good to go for several rides. You don't have to do this again for a while. So these have been sitting out for a little while. I've got a nice clean one here. It's dry. I've inspected it, made sure there's no rips or tears, that it's ready to be oiled, okay? So we've got our nice liquid moly air filter oil here, fresh can. We're gonna go ahead and apply some of that, and we're gonna work it into the filter. I like to scrunch up the filter a little bit because these things are porous, right? Air flows through them. So if you pour a lot of oil on there, it's just gonna run right through. I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate that for you here. If I pour a little bit too much oil on there, it might just run right through, right? So you wanna work it in, and as you're doing that, it's just coming out on your hand, right? So because of that, I like to scrunch the air filter up, give it a couple of folds, and then pour from the top, let gravity do its work. We're gonna apply a liberal amount on there, and then we're gonna slowly work it into the filter. And we're gonna try not to let it all go onto the ground or in the trash can here. I like to work it in, squeezing it. You might have to apply a little bit more, but that's okay. It's easier to add than it is to take away. So we've got that side's looking pretty good. This side needs a little bit more. So I'm gonna fold it the opposite way, apply a little bit more air filter oil on there. And we're gonna go ahead and work that into the filter. Now you'll notice right away, I've got a trash can underneath me. This is a messy thing. The air filter oil is not something that's easily cleaned up. So if you get it in the trash right away while you're doing this, it makes life a little bit easier. So I like to work it in. Now that you have a nice good layer going all over the filter, I like to massage it into the filter so that it distributes it evenly. That way you don't have these blotchy spots of just a bunch of oil. And we're gonna go ahead and spread that around by just massaging the filter from both sides. You wanna make sure that you get your oil all the way down to the sealing surface so that it protects it from dirt and dust and nothing can get through there. You can see the oil coming out of my gloves there. It's definitely a little bit too much oil on the filter. So we're gonna go ahead and let that fall off into the trash can, and then we're just gonna massage the filter again and redistribute some of that oil onto the top layer there. Once you're happy with the distribution of the oil there, make sure that there's no spots that are super light with oil. Now again, because the filters aren't brand new, you're gonna have some light and dark spots on here. That doesn't mean that there's not oil necessarily. Just make sure that it's all distributed really well and you'll be good to go. Once you're happy with the amount of oil that you've got on there, it's really important that you let these set for several hours so that the oil has a chance to dry. If you try and put a wet filter onto your bike, you can actually have fire issues because some of this filter oil is flammable, as you can see on the cans. So be careful of that, all right? Let these dry for several hours before you install them and try and run them on your bike. So now that we've got our air filter cleaned and ready to install, it's been outside drying for a little while, we're gonna go ahead and clean the air filter cage and make sure that there's no dirt or damage. It's really important that these hold up and don't come out while you're riding. Otherwise, you're gonna have a big air leak. So we're gonna go ahead and inspect this. One of the things I like to look at, if you notice this one actually has a little bit of wear from going in and out of the grommet. So you just wanna make sure that there's enough that it's gonna lock into the grommet and not come out. So this one's still usable, both sides. We're gonna go ahead and wipe down all the oil and make sure it's nice and clean before we install the air filter. We're gonna go ahead and get a little bit of contact cleaner on there to finish it off. Make sure that there's no little blue pieces of paper towel left on there and that there's no debris that could possibly get sucked into the intake. So now that we have the air filter cage ready to go, we've got a nice fresh prepped air filter. We're gonna go ahead and get that installed. We're gonna start by installing one of the corners of the filter. We're gonna push that through, and then we're gonna feed it around the cage and install it onto the other tab in the other corner. And we're gonna finish installing it onto the cage. And we're gonna make sure that the lock tabs are securely in place there. Pull the filter back so that it's nice and tight on those lock tabs. Now, a lot of guys like to apply a little bit of grease. I'm one of them. So we're gonna go ahead and get a little bit of waterproof grease, and we're gonna install it around the seal here. And you can kind of feel where the filter cage is gonna be, and that's where you want to install it. You don't have to do the whole surface of it. That's just excess and not necessary. The only place that's really gonna matter is right along that rib of the air filter cage. So we're gonna go ahead and apply some waterproof grease. I like to spread just a little bit around, and then we'll go back and cover the holes that didn't get covered there. Now again, you don't want any clumps, you don't want any big spots here. It's hard to see because of the color of the grease and the color of the filter, but I have a nice sealing surface all the way around here where the filter cage is gonna sit against the air box. So before we install that filter, this is kind of an old school trick I wanna show you guys. If you take a little bit of your air filter oil and apply it to a rag, you don't need a lot. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna wipe down the inside of the air boot with this oil filter oil. You're just gonna get everywhere you can reach. Doesn't have to be perfect. So now that we've got that wiped down, we've made sure that there's no like drips or any excess amount of oil in there. And the reason we're doing this is just in case something does get by your filter. This is gonna make the wall of the air boot sticky and tacky, just like your filter. So if you get a little bit of a dust or a little bit of granules of sand or something that somehow get past your filter, this is a second line of defense to try and trap that piece of dirt or debris before it goes into your engine. So it's just a little simple old school trick we like to show people. Now that we've got the air boot wiped down, we're ready to install the filter. The betas again are toolless. So we're gonna make sure that this tip of the air filter cage goes up into the grommet first. And we're gonna go ahead and slide it in there. Make sure that it securely goes into that grommet. Then we're gonna push the cage into place, into the air boot. And then we're gonna make sure this tab slides up and locks into place. Sometimes you can hear it. Most of the time you'll just feel it lock into place. And then I like to go around and feel the fitment of the air filter surface against the air box to make sure that there's no gaps, make sure that that foam filter didn't slide off the cage while you were installing it. Ready to go. We're gonna go ahead and throw that cover back on there and get back out there.